Everybody asks me about my favorite or the best pizza in New York. Well, today you're in luck because we're in Greenpoint at the very famous Paulie G's. I'm Lala, this is Flavors of New York. Let's go eat some pizza. I'm here with the man, the myth. Are you a myth? Do you think you're a myth?
No, it's all real.
It's all real. The legend? Definitely a legend.
That's not for me to say.
But you at home would agree. Mr. Paulie G. Hi.
How you doing?
Thanks for joining me.
Thank
This
you.
is super
Thanks
fun.
for wanting to have me here.
Of course. We're here before the restaurant is open, which I love because we're getting that sort of quiet downtime while your staff sets up.
We don't play background music here. We play foreground music. So
Hear that? Hear that?
we have about 20 minutes to make this
We got
happen.
20 minutes to make magic. All right, so I read this about you. You were into software? You were a software engineer?
Yeah, I was. No, I wasn't. I masqueraded as one.
Okay, so how did the pizza thing start?
Well, I always loved to eat. I loved to cook.
Same.
I cooked for my friends at home. Any excuse I had, we wouldn't go out and rent a catering hall to have an event. I would do it myself. We'd have dinner parties as much as we could. I loved to do that. And people would tell me I should open up a restaurant. I told them I'm crazy. I wouldn't want to be part of it. But eventually I saw that what I was doing was not getting out of life what I wanted because I wasn't that good at it. I was disappointing people left and right. So I kept on looking for something to do. And because I was a pizza enthusiast, I never made pizza in my life. Really, I would take naan, put sauce and cheese on it, put it in the oven. It wouldn't even come out good because the naan is cooked when you start, right? So in any case, long story short, I saw that pizza was a far simpler process, and that emboldened me, allowed me to take the chance of doing this.
I think you might inspire some people in the right way, but also some people in the wrong way.
I want to inspire people in the right way. I want to help people do this.
Well, that's amazing. So you were big on entertaining. You wanted to feed people. You wanted to give people a good product and just have fun.
And play music.
And play music. What's your favorite style of music? What do you like to listen to when you cook?
70s R&B.
Okay.
70s R&B, 70s rock.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Do you have a particular song that really sticks out that you're like, that's my jam?
Oh no, but what's great is in building I have 6,500 songs on this playlist.
Nice.
In building the playlist, I'm discovering new old music all the time that I never heard before.
Isn't that fun?
I don't know the name of the song, but I used to listen to the Byrds when
Okay,
I was younger.
yeah.
There was a song from the Byrds I had never heard before, and it's now my favorite Byrds song.
Paulie
So
G,
there you go.
music enthusiast.
Living my best life.
I love that. Okay, so when did you finally decide to take this dinner party situation from cooking pizza on naan bread to making it a business?
2007. I decided I was going to open up a pizzeria, and I built an oven similar to the one that we have here, but much smaller.
Okay.
And I started experimenting and practicing and inviting people over, and it led to this. And two and a half years later, we were here.
You almost make it sound too easy, man.
It is easy. You just got to believe that you can do it.
That's quite an American dream mantra that you have there. If you believe you can do it.
If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Wow. And so this was your first location?
Yes,
And you have the slice shop.
I do.
And what else?
Well, we have another slice shop in Philly.
Okay.
We have a slice shop and a storage unit in New Orleans.
Okay.
And we have licensed places in Chicago. We have a wood burning place in Chicago and a slice shop, a little different than the ones we have here. And we have wood-fired locations in Columbus and Baltimore.
Baltimore, that's where I'm from.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Hampton. We're in Hampton.
Okay, Hampton's a great foodie neighborhood.
It is.
Lots of good up-and-coming
You
food
got a
in
great
Hampton.
spot there.
That's cool. I've actually never been. I need to go.
You do.
Yeah. All right, so tell me about your love particularly for pizza. Like, what was it about pizza besides just like, I think this is easy, I'm gonna assemble some things and make it work?
I've always loved it. It was always New York style pizza.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I basically knew until the mid '90s. Really, I mean, I knew there was other pizza out there, but to me, a New York slice is all I really would have, or I liked. And then I started reading about this. I knew about this place in Coney Island called Totono.
Oh yeah, Totono. Look at that.
Just so
Represent
happens.
Totono.
And finally, I got to find out. There was an article in the Times And I got to find out about this place, and I went there, and I saw it was just a totally different kind of pizza, and I loved it. I found out, it was supposedly the first pizzeria in Brooklyn.
Amazing.
And I started seeking out other places that made pizza like that, a coal oven pizza. And then I expanded to wood burning places, then other pizza. And I just kept on going.
So what do you think makes your pizza special?
It's not for me to say.
Right.
I will tell
Leave
you.
it up to the consumer.
I will tell you that when we prepare our pizza, we cook at 1,000 degrees.
And that's got to be a quick cook, right? How long is your pizza in there?
A minute.
A minute, yeah.
Literally a minute. There are times when we don't do that, and the pizza comes out not good. And I get upset with people. There's no reason not to cook at 1,000 degrees.
Right. So you got to have it at that super, super high.
That's for this style of pizza.
Right. Quick.
My slice shop, we're just looking to emulate a slice shop from the 60s. We keep the recipes very simple, plain pie, sausage pie, pepperoni. We do squares. We put sesame seeds on the bottom.
I know that
That's
about
what makes
you.
that
Yes.
special, right? But it's like an homage to those slice shops. And we do have the Hellboy where we put on Mike's Hot Honey.
The Hot Honey, yeah.
Which is something you didn't have back in the 60s. I like to talk about pizza in different places. You'll see me with a different pizzeria's hat on every night.
I love that.
And it gives me an opportunity to recommend other places and talk with them. I enjoy it. There are people who own places like this and don't enjoy it. And they go and they hide and they do different things. But I'm very fortunate in that I like to do that, because if you go look at my reviews, 9 out of 10 people would mention that they liked it because I was here.
Right.
I was kind of taken aback by that, but
It's
Here
about
I
you,
am.
not just the pizza. And speaking of you supporting other places, just because I'm curious, besides them, who else do you admire in the city? What else do you like?
in terms of pizza.
Yeah.
Well, you tell me I could have one pie in the whole city.
Tell me.
It's Joe and Pat's in Staten Island.
Ugh.
Okay, I love
I've
Joe
never
and
been to the
Pat's.
Staten Island location, but I like the one in Manhattan.
Okay, you will love the one in Staten Island.
It's so good.
I don't know why they can't do it the same, but they
You don't think
do
it's the same?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I can tell you why. Also, they put too much cheese on it. The one in Staten Island, my favorite slice anyway.
Okay, Joe and Pat's.
There's a place that does a traditional Sicilian in Staten Island called Brothers.
Okay.
Which he used to have a place in my neighborhood near Borough. It was in Borough Park. I lived near there. When I was growing up, it was my favorite square, and they still do that favorite square at Brothers. It's the same guy.
So you're a big Staten Island pizza kind of fan?
No, just those two.
Just those two?
Just those two, but there are other places I love too. Lots of other places. Linda Street is a great slice.
I love what Moss and Nick are doing at Linda Street. They're killing it.
I love Adrian's Pizza Bar, which you don't hear mentioned
Oh,
lately. But
Financial District?
yes,
Yeah.
Fried Eye. Fried Eye on Stone
Yeah, on
Street.
Stone Street.
I love their sausage pie. So I love the Grandma Slice in Bay Ridge at Nino's.
Never been.
Great Grandma Slice.
So you hear that we're getting
Great
pizza
spot.
education from the man himself. Your pizza menu's intriguing.
What makes it intriguing?
I mean, you have crazy names that you invent, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, sometimes I struggle and I put it out there to the crew.
Okay.
When the crew fails, I put it out on Instagram, and a couple of times I've gotten people to come up with
All right, so you're crowdsourcing these names. But I love that it's interesting. It's not super straightforward. It's not super traditional. You even have a pizza with a sake reduction,
I do.
which is insane to me.
Well, it's not that insane. It's like a vodka sauce.
Which I
But with
love.
Sake.
Yeah.
Sake instead.
So what do you like? Where's your brain going? Are you
Sweet and savory. A lot of times, I'm always looking to do sweet and savory. That's like first thing.
okay?
You know, like we have a pie, the Cherry Jones. It has gorgonzola. It has dried Bing cherries. You know, we have prosciutto de Parma and orange blossom honey all on one.
Is that
Sweet
the
and
Brian de
savory.
Parma?
No, that's the Cherry Jones.
Oh, okay, what's the Brian de Parma?
All it is tomatoes and shaved Parmigiano.
Do you have a favorite on the menu, particularly?
You know what? I don't.
It's
put
like
a prime
asking to
menu.
choose
I
between
love
your
it.
babies, right?
So many. I mean, Grateful Dead. The Benny G, which is named after my father and grandson, which is like an eggs Benedict without the eggs.
Damn.
The Better Off Fed with pork from Federoff's in Williamsburg.
Federoff's has a damn good roasted pork sandwich.
Yes, they do. And we use their pork on it. We emulate it with sharp provolone, broccoli da pesto.
What a
and
fun
sliced
collab.
Hot cherry peppers.
Yum.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So those are some of my favorites.
I love that. We've talked pizza. I'm hungry. Can we go make some?
Absolutely.
Yay! Let's do it.
to the table?
Yeah.
They have a chili roast pork pizza. Hell yes!
Good. Okay.
So, I'm sorry, I'm just like, this is your signature pie.
Yes, it is.
The
The
Hellboy.
Hellboy.
So tell me
yes.
about all of the ingredients on this, because we were talking about the salami specifically.
Well, it's fresh mozzarella, a little bit of grated Parmigiano, our tomatoes from Stanislaus. We use Tomato Magic, which is just, it is magic.
It's like you're flirting with me. Keep going.
There you go. And hot supersada from Salumeria Valese.
That sopressata is, it's perfect.
It really is. And we finish it with a drizzle of Mike's Hot Honey.
The piece de resistance. This is perfect. We got the bubbles. We got a little bit of char. You can tell it's been in that high heat oven very quickly.
You could tell the oven was hot because the bubbles are tiny. If the bubbles are big, that means the oven wasn't hot enough.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. It's very hot, but I'm not waiting. So I know you're not joining me, but. It's like you said, we're contrasting.
Tell you what.
This, okay.
I'll have
this. Okay. We're contrasting the sweet and the savory.
Yes, we are.
I love it. It's such a perfect bite. Everything about this is, I mean, this is mine, right? This is all mine.
It's all yours. It's all yours. We didn't give you any napkins.
It's on my lap.
There it is.
I'm wearing white. It's a bad idea.
There it is.
What else do you need to know? When you want pizza, this is the man to come see. When you're in the mood for good tunes, this is the man to come see.
Thank you.
He's got different locations. Greenpoint is the place, though. The slice shop, the restaurant. Where can people usually find you?
Philadelphia,
Oh, he's
Chicago, Baltimore, Columbus.
I love it. Well, for a taste of Paulie G, come to Greenpoint or any of those places. Thank you so much
Oh,
for
thank
letting
you.
me see your process and chatting with you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Such a pleasure. This is the man, Paulie G. I'm Lala for Flavors of New York. We'll see you next time. Bye.